Oh, no, she hasn't read my message of Roxanne, the potential scammer. There's not the, there are two ticks, but they are not coloured blue, so anyway, usual lack of sleep, but not feeling quite so incoherent and deluded. F-Zero, I have a lot more Mario 64 to upload. Thursday I will be travelling for hours and hours, so probably no video editing will be done. Oh, here comes the rain. But yeah, I need to finish up editing some Mario 64 and then uploading. Not really any editing to do, just check, there are no private phone calls or anything, and any audio to edit out. Check I'm comfortable with everything, and then upload. But anyway, so there are, I think, about 3 parts to upload still. But today here is. So I've not forgotten at all. It's just lots of things, lots of stresses and objectives to complete and whatnot. Let's do GP race. But so today, standard F-Zero standard mode. Let's start with the Jack Cup. This is a racing game. If you wanted to know how you can create a sense of speed, look, this is. I know it's. Today's world, it's not a massive plethora of vehicle, but still, and more than Mario Kart's, more than double. It's oh look, you can change standard and novice with the second, although it switches back again. I don't know what I'm doing. But anyway, with the second analog stick, but it's it's just such an expansive. And the older versions, the SNES version or NES, whichever console it started with, but I remember a very old version, the Game Boy Advance. There were at least two Game Boy Advance versions. They probably were going to make one for the Game Boy Color. Please, God. But there was not a DS version, nor a 3DS version, nor any new. But there was a new Pokemon Snap, so there is hope. There is a new Pokemon Snap, there will be a new F-Zero, and there will be a Golden Sun 4, so we must remain hopeful. But yeah, it's put all 3 in the same game, that would be legendary. Have Isaac as an unlockable character, spewing these alchemy spells while the Fusion Dragon tries to sit in one of the Fusion Dragon would be a boss, tries to ram you off the track. And you know what they are like from their edges on F-Zero. It's the ultimate ultimate set of tracks, and you could have so it makes F-Zero, Golden Sun, and Pokemon Snap have Pokemon in vehicles. Have Ash Ketchum as a protagonist, so you have to run him over. No, that's rude. That's rude. Stop saying these things. That is most rude. But funny. No, I'm just kidding. And Captain Falcon, of course, and the impossible to control thing. No, it's just a bit sensitive, but that adds to the fun, really. Let's go for I guess Acceleration. I cannot recall which courses are up, but it's F-Zero. The first one is like the hardest course of your life, so it only gets more challenging as it goes. But yeah, the fact that your vehicle can take damage, and obviously you have to factor that into your overall performance, and imagine the first time you played this game. I would have been a child, maybe not even a teenager, quite young anyway, and just look at that course. Sure, when you first play, you think there are 100 vehicles. There are actually 30, and of course some become destroyed, some meet their maker very quickly. But that's again part of the fact that you can get destroyed. I remember vaguely doing multiplayer, because I remember they show you an image of the cloud I blasted off or was blown off or something, and so my screen was most impotent. It just was frozen on a cloud to remind me of my failure while I watched my opponents try to finish. But yeah, so yeah, this I'm sorry, my fan is gearing up, but this remains a firm favourite. It's a brilliant game that offers so much diversity. And what are those two doing? Are they kissing or are they attacking each other? Sometimes it is hard to tell in this game whether that was there's that spin dash you can do. I need to work out what the controls are again. I'm sure it shouldn't be too hard, but and there's that vehicle that looks like Sonic the Hedgehog. So also Sega. I don't know if they developed any of the games, but I think they published one or two. But anyway, but I don't think in the N64 era. But never mind. No one has blown up yet. 30 cars, and I have 4 lives apparently. Anyway, this is probably the end, and I'm 11th. I should have been fighting more competitively, but the race is the fight. The fight is on. Yeah, so I'm investigating these companies to see, because obviously if they're only pretending to raise money for charity, that's sickening. That's just one of the worst things anyone could do. So I'm trying to investigate, trying to infiltrate, to find out what they are up to. So I posed a question to Roxanne, the one who was trying to recruit me. Nothing so far, but according to WhatsApp, she's not actually seen my message. But she could have turned her Wi-Fi off and viewed it, because then, although she'd be stuck the moment she turns her Wi-Fi on, it would show. But she could have gone out of range because of a data connection or something, so she may have seen it. But we'll see. But anyway, I know that's only incredibly paranoid, but it could be what, if she's hiding something she may be doing. Also, there's a counter at the bottom, but it never actually records full screen. You will not see things how I see them, which is interesting. Unless for once it will. But anyway, yeah. Let's go for this. So yeah, she's 3, 2, 1, and go. The reason I did that, partly because it's me, Mr. Barry, but also because I'm using the Microsoft Windows 10, Windows 10's native voice recording app, so I can match up the audio. So I've been having problems with Mario 64. That's one of the reasons I've been delaying uploading. So I'm matching everything up perfectly. Logically, everything is in place, but then I skip to a certain part, and clearly it's not matching up. I'm talking about things, that are, say, round the corner or something, and clearly Mario's not yet round the corner, so that was before I moved Mario to the corner, wherever, or unlocked the star, whatever. So, yeah, so I was just creating a reference point, so when it comes to editing this video, I will hear myself saying 3, 2, 1, and see, I'm very clever. I'm trying to do this spin dash thing. Sonic, you have to unlock it. Maybe you have to touch Sonic the Hedgehog, the cart, a few times. These are not carts, these are futuristic vehicles. Wipeout, so that was also on the N64, I think, and the PlayStation 2 maybe. That was also a similar futuristic franchise, which also I think has died out in terms of new offerings being offered. There are none. There aren't. Where's my boost? Ah, there we go. Now we're talking. I have unlocked boost. Boost is B for some reason. I'll give you final lap, don't you worry. But yeah, I just love this game. It's so expansive. The breadth of the courses. What? You said final lap 10 seconds ago, and wow, that was a damn short course. I apologise if you do not like the word damn. I do not mean to because it sounds such an informal word, but it's also always bad intent, of course. Obviously I meant it casually, but I respect people's personal preferences and what's not. Everyone has a different understanding of words, different reference points and what's not, but it reminds me of Rupert Grint's. I was watching something again, who played Ron Weasley in the Harry Potter franchise. I'm sure he's done other things, just that's all what I know him from, not to rubbish anything else he's done. I do not know much about him, and I think he's working behind the scenes, so to speak. As in has a completely different career now, or maybe he's doing films or something, I don't know. I think Daniel Radcliffe is, and Emma Watson on and off, she did Beauty and the Beast, I think. And, anyway, it's up to them to do what they want, which is my point. But whatever they wish to do, wherever their heart takes them, or wherever Voldemort takes them. What the heck? He pushed me backwards. But yeah, Rupert Grint was talking about. What was Rupert Grint talking about? I have no idea. What was I talking about before? Because that led me to think of Rupert Grint. That bit always used to scare me so much. Because if you're not time that correctly, and these turnings, oh my gosh, I wasn't keeping up. Gosh, yeah, those turnings you do have to be careful. De-accelerate or do some nice drifting or something. Oh, yeah, I remember bloody because I was talking about damn, can sometimes considered a strong word. Obviously, bloody has so many meanings and whatnot, and I apologise if you're uncomfortable with the word. But obviously, here I'm not implying any. It's not charged at all. I'm simply quoting. So hopefully you do not mind. But yeah, the word. He used to say how exciting it was. Saying bloody on. I think it was the first Harry Potter film. I don't think they ever really went back to that sort of language. Because he considered it a sort of rude word. It's not really allowed to say. It was quite heavily charged. I know what he means. I think in the 2000s and 1990s it was still quite powerful. Today it's just quite a limp word, I guess. But obviously it depends. If someone's swearing at you, if they're sounding vicious, as they say bloody, then obviously it's a swear word because it's not simply about the word alone, the base meaning. It's about what someone's intent is. Are they snarling at you, or are they saying something sweetly? Are they quoting someone? Like when I said bloody just now, obviously it has no fear. It has no strength, is what I mean to say, because it's like going through the dictionary and reading bloody. Obviously you could still be offended in some ways, and that doesn't mean you're stupid. It's there are all sorts of reasons why, but in terms of the dictionary is not trying to offend you. It's being factual, and that's like me. I'm just being objective. I'm just saying, I cannot decide what the truth is. The truth is the truth. It exists independent of us. If someone says the word bloody, I have to quote them. If I'm quoting that person, that's obviously you can say in different ways. You can asterisk out and all, but you know what I'm saying. I cannot insert another word, or unless in a certain sense there was a word you're more comfortable with to lead someone. If you had a fear for the word, it was a trigger word or something, you could I don't know, if like a police officer was investigating something, or a friend was trying to help support you with something, you can say, well, think about this word, it's along those lines. But I remember Rupert Grint saying he was sort of excited because there was a sort of naughty breakout for him being able to say bloody, because I guess his parents would not let him or something. I think he said so body is B, boost is C, grip is B. I think we need to lower the, particularly as it's getting more destructive. I mean, yes, something like that. I think GP race standard, Devil's Forest. Well, if that is not ominous at all. Who is that guy? Looks like not Thanos, a Galactus from Marvel. Yeah, the world of Marvel. Yeah, these woody chalky things. This is a final course, right? Okay, right now let's separate the wheat from the chaff. Excuse me, do you mind? Someone just said snicker. Did you just hear that? Someone just snickered. Or they said the word snicker. I don't know. There's something strange going on in this game. Okay, get some health back. Oh, is that Sonic? No, that's not Sonic. That looks like something from Hydro Thunder, another brilliant racing game. Oh gosh, Hydro Thunder. Miss Hydro Thunder, such a brilliant. Who developed Oh, it was Midway, wasn't it? Do they still go? They must have been brought up by someone else. I don't know, maybe Activision or someone, or EA. I don't think EA did. Though they own half of the video game industry, whether we like it or not. Do I have boost yet? I must do, yeah, because it's after final lap. First lap rather, isn't it? No, steady on. I need to take that corner better, much better. But I have to be most mindful of my health as well. Is this the no one ram into me. If someone rams into me, that's here we go. Health, boost through the health, boost. Okay, fourth. 29 seconds. Gosh, they okay. Wow, but the courses are probably dramatically large. We're just going, 1,015 kilometers an hour, more like 20,000. Oh gosh, my shoulder's hurting. Probably because I was watching those chiropractors what's it? They put the idea into my head that they made me focus on my pain rather and put it into the idea into my head that I need to see a practitioner. I swear the last course was the previous course was the 5th course. Never mind. Galactus, go back to Marvel. Oh, there's Sonic, but they've chosen the orange design. I always used to play as the Sonic vehicle. I think everyone did. Could you play as the same vehicle in multiplayer? Because I have no earthly idea. I'm guessing, I don't know. It shouldn't be too much for the games or even in the 90s or early 2000s. It's maybe in 2000 or 1999, maybe 1997 or something. But at the same time, I don't know. I'm wondering if they did not select you just for, I don't know, laziness or just to keep the, give a sense of unique character to everyone playing the game, assuming the role of different characters. Yeah. I think you need to be on the other side, buddy, or is it me who's on the wrong side? Oh well, they're all going for it now. Hang on, I'm watching this one where it should be okay. But I don't trust Sonic. I think Sonic's up to something. When is Sonic not? Once we do another Sonic game, hasn't it been quite a few years? Okay, let's get serious now. Let's make use of the existing boosts before damaging my health too much. I missed one. I got a big shock yesterday because there was some thunder and I really I sort of, I don't know, not overcome the feel of thunder, but I don't know, something changed in my brain chemistry. Maybe it was because of medication I was taking at the time, I'm not sure, but now it seems to be back. I think because we've had such a long break without any thunder as well, so there's a shock factor, how do I put it? So although that alone, and you might think you may get over it, but I think that also activates, it brings forward. So for example, even people who feel they've overcome phobias, they may not have done, as in, there's still good progress, of course, but what I mean is, on a factual, objective level, it's still, rather than someone who's just slightly inconvenienced by thunder or is a nuisance, whatever, that for them there's still that immediate depth, that deepness, and so it's just how circumstance, everything is about circumstances really, what chemicals are in play in a certain moment, etc. So, as in other words, sometimes symptoms may find themselves covered up to lead even you to believe that you are almost cured or something, so to speak. I know we should not use the term cured when talking about psychological feelings, traumas, but that's something we need to talk to psychiatry about. But then what does psychiatry know? Psychiatry doesn't know anything. Okay, who have I offended now? Start writing those letters, Alan Shaw would say. But no, because everyone knows psychiatry is imperfect. Everything human-made is imperfect. It is important to work through our imperfections and the imperfections within the constraints of our expressions and expressions of our constraints and so forth. We have to keep growing. And, if we're a complete failure, if 20 years from now we have something that looks remotely like the psychiatry we have today, it should be completely, I remember the ice, they should seem to be two completely different systems, if otherwise we failed completely. Gosh, I remember this, yeah, you get blown up, there, if you're not careful, but also on the ramp, going 1 billion miles per hour while driving through an ever-thinning path, it's not ideal. Who designed these roads? Must have been a government minister. Was it Boris Johnson? Someone? No, this was before his time. That's okay. Watch your back. Watch my fronts more like. Did you see where I was going? Ah, no, okay. Watch my sides. Okay, here we go. Oh no, careful. There we go. I'm flashing, and when I'm flashing, it's never good. Okay. Did I lose another life? I don't remember losing another life. Someone's been taking lives from me. Was I too busy talking to pay attention? Did I just start automatically pressing buttons? I remember I lost a life very early on. I completely agree. I remember that. But oh wait, no, I started with 4, so that's correct. Sorry, yeah, tiredness setting in. Now let's there we go. That I handled that much better than I even was attempting to. I was just trying to slow down and turn early, I guess. But yeah, that nice bit of boost as I turned. Never mind. So a boost and brake are the same about the. I don't know. Oh, final lap. Okay, let's put a socket in your rocket. There we go. 30. Was that an 8-second increase? I just see 1 minute and 50 seconds, 64 milliseconds. Who was first? Who is that? I have no idea. Oh look, someone from the Terminator is playing. James McCloud, that sounds familiar, isn't that from Star Fox? How many franchises are they crossing over here? And there's someone who looks like someone from Alien vs Predator, someone or Metroid, someone who looks like something else. I don't even remember this bit, how they do the cup. Did I never survive? Probably true. Okay, Jack Cup standard. No, there was someone. Excuse me, my backside did so much. Jack. Not Jack. Stop confusing me. Dr. Robotnik, or Eggman as he is now called for some strange reason. I much prefer the Robotnik and anagram, or it was reversal for Dr. Kinderborg, whatever. Or in some continuity, some canons, whatever. Someone has legally uploaded a full Dragon Ball Z Broly, as in the new movie, Broly, now a few years old, but to YouTube. And obviously I cannot condone watching it, but if you go to YouTube you may accidentally discover it should you type in Dragon Ball Z Broly movie, which I cannot condone, and I have the DVD, and I'm not encouraging people to because it is serious. People put hard work into things, and hopefully they don't do it for money, or at least not first and foremost, but at the same time it obviously pays for their houses to build, etc., their goals and things. So let's go. Oh yes, I did standard. I'm sure the easiest mode is not be too difficult for me, probably. So I did quite well. I'm quite pleased. But what is the actual what is the actual stretch from one difficulty to another? Because obviously the same amount of vehicles, pretty much the same speed, I think. But I don't know. Probably more lives is always probably. I don't know, something like that. Let's try this fella here, Golden Fox. Bit full of himself, isn't he? Oh my gosh, some show off, showing off his so-called beach body and body D boost. Oh no, I don't like you. You need to get a grip. Your grip is D. You really need to get a grip. Sure, you have a great boost, but let's try the alien from Metroid / Alien vs Predator. Half Cooper, half. This guy should have their own story. I mean, look at this feather, exquisite. Just look at their standing, their stature, their oh gosh, I'm going to write a story about this. This is brilliant. This Pico, Wild Goose. Never mind the naming convention for their vehicle, but it is rather sophisticated. But for some reason it is emanating a force field of some sort, or it is about to be abducted by the Judon from Doctor Who. But the Cooper shell. Oh gosh, I have to write a story about this fellow. He steals Cooper shells from those he has devoured, and he eats the inside of Coopers, leaving only their shell. Gosh, this guy. I'm going to write to Nintendo, not that they have a public address, and not that they would respond if this guy, body B, boost B, grip C, and obviously it is down to you. You have your own calibration, like with Mario Kart. You do what is right for you. There could be 3Ds, the complete values 3Ds, but you can that may work for you, or you become attached to that, or your strategy maybe to hit the walls and forever finish last, but to gradually I don't know, improve over time, whatever. But this handling is brilliant. Or I mean, the course is pretty. First course of the second cup, but still the first course. but gosh, the hand, what is there's some triangular entity, non-entity. Yeah, I mean turning there's a rather problematic manoeuvring. Where is the Sonic car vehicle? But oh, I saw the layer above. But yeah, the yeah, I mean turning has its issues, but handling in general, there's something very sophisticated. It's such a light little creature. No, 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 no. Okay, final lap. Yeah, final lap. Oh yes, I see you guys. Are you ahead or behind? You must be ahead, aren't you? Yep. Or just very far behind. Has anyone ever got a lap ahead on F-Zero? I just try to focus on surviving, to be fair. I've not yet got as far as, oh actually I'm doing quite well. Hang on, boost, because it's final lap, it doesn't matter, I'm not going to blow myself up. There we go. Oh, there's a robot, an Iron Man look-alike. Well, not really a look-alike, not a look-alike, but not any kind of facsimile, but what's it? Oh gosh, my shoulders hurting so much. The Skull, John Tanaka. That's someone from Tekken, isn't it? I swear that's someone from Tekken. Let's try, because that was a very nice balance. I'm not sure what the next course is. I'm sure there'll be a pipe or no edges or both. Maybe a flyover or some sort. Let's try, I don't know, yeah, okay, let's go for, let's live dangerously. Red Canyon. Yes, I regret my choice immediately. Okay, so Albus Dumbledore is in first position about. Okay, no, it's someone else now. And now I'm crashing because I'm too busy looking at. Was that the Scarlet Witch and some other. What's it? The Red Rooster from DC, who is now a Pokemon. If you've seen the new Battle Styles trading cards. I still have not had a single packet, although I think I've purchased some finally, but they're for, investments. So I'd like to have some to open as well, but obviously I'm so mindful that there are all these greedy scalpers are ruining the game for everyone, and obviously they ruin everything they touch. They just gobble everything up, and Nintendo are trying to address it finally limiting orders, but only on their own website, and of course, although American, some US retailers like Walmart are apparently suspending sales altogether, I think, for the foreseeable future, but yeah, but oh no, Nintendo are creating a lottery. That's it. I can't remember all of the details. So I cannot really expand. But yeah, there was final lap already. But yeah. So obviously, I'd like to open some as well now. Of course, that's one of the main things you do with trading cards. But so I just purchased some, and then I can decide what to do with them. Will they be investments, or open some now, or both? Because I know there's so few cards available, so I grabbed, I don't know, 4 or 5 packets, and might be all I ever see, because yeah, the great Pokemon trading card game shortage. So I think they're from Magic Madhouse, and not the cheapest, but they tend to have a much greater stock control, because people are buying from the cheaper sites, I'm sure, and from eBay and whatnot. But because Total Cards and Chaos Cards tend to sell out faster, whereas Magic Madhouse, they can get things back in stock quicker. And they do, obviously, there's a service they provide. I mean, never had any problems with Total Cards and Chaos Cards from what I recall. I think I've purchased from both. Definitely Total Cards, I think, because they're the ones who send you free stickers, so I appreciate that as well. But Magic Madhouse package things well, certainly. So there is a service being provided. It's the other two, I'm sure, package fit things fine. But the point being, it's not some sort of rip off. Their prices are what they are. They have different staff, different setup, different focus. They also sell board games. I'm not sure if the other two do really. But yeah, so there are 3 different businesses, but they're all in the same industry. I love boosting through the pink stuff, because you have that reassurance that you're gonna replenish very quickly. This course isn't too bad. I'm expecting a dragon to burst through and imagine Shenron. Imagine if someone started hacking old games and releasing the ROMs and Shenron just burst. I shall grant you one of 3 wishes, but first I'm going to devour you, and then I'm going to sell your soul on eBay for 22% commission. But yeah, final lab. Come on. Oh, okay, that was it. I was looking ahead. Ready to turn. Okay, so ploughing through the second cup seems to be easier than the first cup. Samurai, who was that? Samurai Jack? And when they brought back Samurai Jack, I'm not sure if I saw any of the new episodes. That was so unexpected. So we got new Pokemon Snap, Samurai Jack is back, Will Courage the Cowardly Dog return, or Samurai Jack was back. I think they did talk about ending, because the new series was supposed to be ending, I think, but ending with a movie, I think, cartoon movie, maybe with a limited cinema release or something. But yeah, Samurai Jack, that was so atmospheric, so beautifully atmospheric. So the nuances were so well balanced. The other sound effects, and the rumours that Samurai Jack was Professor Utonium or something after Powerpuff Girls destroyed the world. I love that because the artwork looked the same or something, and in those days before Harry. What was that new age cartoon, The Misadventures of Harry Flapjack or something, and Space Teammates My Arse. I don't know what it's on Cartoon Network these days. I haven't seen Cartoon Network for a long while, but I don't know. Jiminy Cricket, Jimmy Eats Your Flapjacks or something. I don't know. They may be good cartoons. I don't know. But in my days, we had Dexter's Laboratory. We had Dexter's Laboratory. A Samurai Jack, Powerpuff Girls, and you had I remember one name was Craig McRacken and others. Basically, the credits had the same people again and again. And maybe half a decade ago, I met, so to speak, Rachel Connell on Twitter. Apparently, she'd designed some of the storylines. She worked on Ed, and Eddie, and she's only in her 30s now, I think. So she was very young, and so I was very impressed by that because obviously I saw. Ed, and Eddie. It was a very curious cartoon, and then one day, thanks to the internet, you suddenly just randomly come across someone who in a not anything to do with her personality, but in a sense seemed elite, as in because everything in those days, while the internet was still growing, everything was one directional. The TV gives you things, and you are the slave, you are the subordinate, and then suddenly the internet comes along. And it's hi, by the way, I can talk to one of the creators of Ed, and Eddie, so that was exciting. And I apologise because I did not wish to seem rude, but not just to get scammers and things on Twitter. That's not just why I was confused or whatnot, but because she looked so young in her picture, and I said that to her. I was trying to flatter her, but she had this very young photo, and I was thinking, hang on, I was really young when Ed, and Eddie started, so weren't you my age or something? Wow, that's really impressive. And I think she said she had an internship or something. Actually, maybe she was a teenager in her 20s. So yeah, she worked on Ed, and Eddie. I think she may be married now because I think her username changed on Twitter. But she seemed nice, and yes, that was interesting. I think she said she was working on a book at one point. I think her and maybe her husband own a comic book or something, or a web series or something like that. I must check up on her again. Just been struggling to keep on top of so many things, but it's time to try and. Someone has a very nice paint job. This dark and red reminds me of a Beyblade or something. Oh gosh, Beyblade, that was another one. That was not one of the Craig McGregor, because obviously that was more Japanese. They've made some new series like Metal, I don't know, Infinity Metal Gauntlet or something, which may well be good, but they have new characters. And the original 3 series, so Beyblade, V-Force, and Beyblade G Revolution, they were really good. There's just something about the Japanese; they can turn everything into conspiracy in a great way. You have this corruption over Beyblade toys and world domination is somehow involved with spinning tops being a centerpiece, and then there's that when before they closed down the Anime app on the 3DS, what's it called? That football game, football. Well, there is a game as well. I think football Anime. What's it called? You know, the little boy Inazuma 11. That's it. I think just came to me. There are quite a few series of that as well. But it's even football. They make scandals, bring in aliens and things. I remember, I think it was in the second series, they thought they were fighting against aliens, but they were actually super soldiers. That old storyline. But then finally, there are real aliens they fight against. And yeah, I watched it, and there was something charming about it. It's that sort of, there's a sort of Ash Ketchum-like figure who's trying to sponsor his pals, and I swear at one point he was trying to unleash a Kamehameha to enhance his football skills. Yeah, it's really, there are some very interesting moments. Yeah, I like what the Japanese do. They have some very interesting ideas, and some very dodgy ideas as well, of course. They're certainly not perfect, just as we are not perfect. I know there are some very questionable video game ideas, but when they do things right, they do things right. I mean, just look at how they have taken the world by storm. Well, I took something by storm. I took the sea by storm. Yes, I took retirement by storm, apparently. Number 5 already. This is going quickly. This is what I get for talking. Big Blue 2. Just so I can match up the audio later. I'm purposely reading all the titles, not to be annoying. Oh, I did it again. Oh no. Oh my gosh. One life left. Oh my gosh. Where's... Oh, Albus Dumbledore is second now. 2-1. Suddenly there are no sides. Let's focus on when that happens instead of talking all the time. It was here. This is where it happened. So, no, they're trying to push me off. It's a conspiracy against me. There we go. Ah. You got boost power. Oh no. No, it's going wrong. Oh, it's okay, pretty short. I was exaggerating slightly. It wasn't really going wrong, but I was just panicking. Oh my gosh, I blew up. Oh no. Ah. Oh, okay, I do have not. I was wondering if they give you one for 0, so to speak, is what we used to call it growing up. Good. But what was I saying before? Something about something. I don't know. Oh my gosh! I actually recovered, but then obviously my hands went limp. I loosened my grip on the controller. Right, that's it. It's game over. Oh my gosh! That was probably the last, or one of the last courses. Do I get to continue? I think you get continues, or else that's multiplayer. Apparently it's not. What's Death Race? Let's try Death Race. .29. Yes. So there's one less vehicle, but... Oh, an elimination, is it? Oh, yes, they did have eliminations, didn't they? They always remain one of my favourite... no one's shifting from their position. One of my favourite modes in any racing game. It's just, I don't know, something so exciting and thrilling. You've got to... Something so exciting and thrilling. You've got to keep jumping ahead and what's not. They're not telling me my position, are they? Oh, I do have boost. No one told me. Okay, it's not an elimination, or not in a certain sense. Check is behind. no one. There's still 29. Maybe you have to destroy the other vehicles, and so I've completely messed up. Yeah, I have a feeling I'm doing something very wrong here. Well, I should eventually catch up with. Yes, eventually catch up with them. How do I do the spin dash thing? Oh, that was almost the other. No, that's just how you destroy yourself while trying to change the camera angle. How do I do spin dash? Famous last words on his epitaph. How do I do spin dash? We knew him well. Sonic the Hedgehog's famous last words. How do I do spin dash before I... What were they called? Buzzy bees or something. Stare down with a menacing glare. How do I do spin dash? He looked around frantically. How was Tails? Drowning as usual. Useless Tails. Okay, that was an interesting mode. I will have to come back to that. But let's try the final cup first. And there's at least one more course I need to do on the other cup, the one which we did not talk about. The game glitched up. I was doing just fine. The game glitched, of course. I'm becoming rather fond of this turtle Cooper killer creature. I've created a whole backstory, or a partial backstory anyway. Firefield. Yeah, sorry, that chicken nugget guy is from DC and Pokemon. Obviously predating, well, not predating DC, but predating Pokemon. Not the whole franchise, but although they often create later generation Pokemon quite early on, so they just save some for later, so to speak, or rework their designs before unleashing upon our unassuming eyes, so that we can come to adore them when we least suspect. Okay, this is going well, not kind of, yes. Up, down, left, right, shake it's all about. You've got boost power, okay, but don't use it because you will blow up. Okay, yeah, that's watch my back, watch my bottom and my top and my sides. How is David Cameron doing? I heard he was in trouble again. Today, this scandal, I realise I have to be rather more specific with regards to which scandal, David Cameron themed scandal I'm referring to. The Greens Hill lobbying thing. I've not heard anything for a couple of days. I don't know. Someone did. Oh no, there's still 29 vehicles. Wait, normally there are 30. Oh wait, 28 now. So yeah. It's only in death race, it seems to be 29. So I don't think that guy missed it, sorry. I know how you feel. That was me earlier, one of the previous cup. I don't know, maybe he... Oh, 6, that's not too bad. 27, someone else popped at their clogs. Maybe he, I don't know, was given bad advice, has been naive. I don't know what's going on with David, Dodgy Dave. Oops, didn't see the title. Silence 2, or the sequel. It's not good when it's a sequel. You know, they're confident about their track making skills, their ability to hamper your chances of winning. What are you two doing? You're always kissing each other, or I don't know, something. Wow, this is going to be crowded. I can see 3 or 5 meeting their end before I hopefully cross the finish line, or I will... Oh, there we go, someone's gone. I will finish one way or another, whether or not I'm in one piece. Oh gosh, yes, I like those slopes. This shakes things up a bit. Yes, that's a good verity to the level design. Don't mind if I do. I'm not trying to boost too much, considering how little health I regained. And I can see 2 or 3 more meeting their end, so I don't want to ram into them too much. Not that I have been intentionally, I've just been trying to survive. There we go, that was a nicer turning. No, gosh, they're really... We don't need to be forceful. I just want to grab health. That's what I was waiting for the whole lap before. Just so I could be a bit more assertive. Well, still 29 vehicles. I think I may be the second to go at this. Oh, someone's doing a spin dash. Help me unlock it, please. I will give you a Mars bar. Oh gosh, oh no, I'm slipping. I'm slipping faster than Boris Johnson's career. No. Oh gosh. Boris Johnson, honestly. Just mentioning his name and everything goes wrong. Maybe I should, I don't know, maybe a little, yeah, reduce acceleration a little, but then there's a risk of getting carried away with maximum speed. I should be okay, as I should be turning and what's not. Galactus, thank you. Just focus on manoeuvrability and let the others finish each other off. Rival? Why is only one of them my rival? What's going on there? Why has someone been singled out as my rival? That never happened before, did it? What's going on here? Why have I been given a rival? So this game's inventing new rules. And look at Slippery Samuel just sliding out again, doing his spin dash. Look at me, I can do it and you can't. Just you rate to I'm there, with the Jeffrey Archer reference again. Just you rate to I'm there. I cannot say the word just without thinking of Jeffrey Archer now. Just you rate to I'm there, you'll see how tough I am. Come on, come on. Oh my gosh, no, 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 no. Yeah. Hesitating, but not enough, because I'm just... Yeah, I'm still going to touch the sides. Let's try even more reduced, just a little. Oh look, Voldemort is in 5th position, and 6th position is some sort of punk rocker or something. Oh, it's Mod's son, Avril Lavigne's new wife. Well, you know, I'm happy for her, of course, but obviously she's going to marry me eventually. But for the time being, I shall allow it. I know it reminds me of Mod's son here, because he has colourful hair, green hair, and Avril likes green hair and pink hair and lovely blonde hair. That seems a kind of paint job he'd give himself. Kind of hair. Why am I zoomed in? I don't know what's going on here. Oh my gosh. I should start paying more attention. But what was I talking about earlier? I was saying something and I just went off track. I went off track and I went off track just now in a more literal way. I don't know. Something. I've messed up my... I should rebalance. I've messed up the calibration too much. But yeah, we need a new Pokemon Snap, a new Golden Sun. I'd love to design a new Golden Sun. That would be a great project. Why has someone been singled out again? Is Isaac inside? Or Ivan. I like Ivan as shy character. That was a great character. The original Golden Sun is still one of the most mesmerising role-playing games ever. It's such a rich tapestry of an adventure. And why is there a star? What is going on? This game's inventing new rules. Why is there a star finally? Slightly bordered with a black. It's encapsulated within a black square, but I don't think the star itself is some graphical outlay of a glitch. I think it's supposed to be there, but I don't know. What is it? A warning? A final warning? Don't disgrace us with such a terrible performance again. Albus Dumbledore is not first, so at least I can get some Schadenfreude from that particular circumstance. Last life now. Let's be serious. I've not even got past the second course. That's how you move left and right, although it seems to change which direction it moves you, never mind. Mod's son is now 6th position, Albus Dumbledore is 2nd. Is that Falco in 3rd position? Iron Man is 1st. Oh, it's Deborah. No, not Deborah. Vegeta's old rival. Oh, how could I forget his name? You know, the pink guy. What was his name? How could I forget? How could I forget any Dragon Ball Z character's name? Oh my gosh, I am tired and disordered. You know, what's his name? Original part of the Freezer army. What's his name? Not Deborah. Can't think. I'm cycling through every name but his. My gosh, I'm so tired. What's his name? I must apologise profusely. How could I forget his name? This has never happened before. Oh my god, that has happened before though. You know, what? Uh, with the pink spikes protruding from his shoulders, his shoulder blades, and what's his name? His name is Optimus Prime. What's his name? I can't think of his name. Wow, my mind. I really need to catch up and sleep. I've got to. So unfortunately, that's not going to be happening for at least a few weeks. There's a lot of late night work projects and things to do, and all kinds of different jobs and travelling and things. But with lockdown lifting and whatnot. But yeah, eventually I can get my brain back into order as much as one ever can. 9 members of the army. Freezer, Chilled, Dodoria, of course. I knew it. It was in my head the whole time. But look at that image again. He really does look like Dodoria. But yeah, how could I forget? Gosh, I'm so tired. Dodoria. Used to be one of the Dragon Ball Z spoofs. I think. Or was it one of my spoofs? I can't remember. It's something me and my sister used to quote. I think someone used to stutter Dodoria, freeze or something. I don't know. So anyway, that's it for today. I guess. Hope you enjoyed.